Hey guys, so today is all about ISAs, individual savings accounts. If you're in the UK and you're wondering what are ISAs, how do I open one, what are the different type of ISAs that are there, am I even eligible for one, then this is the right video for you. Hello there, welcome to another addition to the Vlogmas series this year. It's my first ever Vlogmas, so I'm super excited to be uploading a video every single day with exception of Saturday and Sunday. So if it's your first time here, make sure to check out the playlist, which will be in the description box. If you're a returning subscriber and also watcher of the Vlogmas, you know how we do it. I really appreciate you for showing your support. So the theme this week is money tips. You've heard me talk about obvious things that they never teach us. We went on to talk about how I saved £10,000, so saving tips. And the video yesterday was with Lynette, my first ever guest, talking about how you can travel on a budget. So the video today is very different to all of that. It's talking about ISAs, individual savings accounts, which is a scheme by the government here in the UK. I don't know whether to call it a scheme or it's just one of those products that are available here. But basically, I just wanted to cover all about ISAs. I talked to a few of my friends, and a lot of them did want to know a little bit more about ISAs, because we hear it, but sometimes maybe you don't have enough time to go through what is exactly an ISA, how do I open one, what are the different types, am I even eligible for it? So I want to just cover all of that in this crash course video, so that if you're considering one, you can get to know the basics of it. Yeah, so let's get going. So starting off, an individual savings account, there are different types. There is a cash ISA, there is a lifetime ISA, there is a stocks and shares ISA, and there is also a new one, innovative finance ISAs. I think the last time I looked at ISAs, I never saw that one. That one must be a new one. So the difference between all the four different types of ISAs. So a cash ISA, as it says, it's a cash individual savings account. Now there are normal savings accounts you can open with your bank, but you may be wondering, why do I specifically need to open a cash ISA? What's the difference? Now, any of the money held in your ISAs are tax-free. So if you earn anything on that money, so in a savings account you can earn interest. If you have a stock and shares ISA, you could buy some shares and they gain capital, you get some capital gain, or you might even just get some dividends. So you might get some income from that, either through interest or it might be through capital gain. Now, that is usually liable for tax, but if you do get that income through an individual savings account, then actually it is tax-free. So that's the main reason. That's why you would go through the fuss of opening an ISA as opposed to your typical savings account with your bank, or a typical shares account separately. So cash ISAs in general, that's the main thing. They're tax-free. So you do want to take advantage of it. Of course, you can't put 100 grand or $1 million in ISAs. Of course, the government also wants to get their money. So there is a cap of £20,000 per year, per tax year. So anything above that, you'll have to pay tax. You can't even have it in your ISA, so the ISA has a cap. So if, for example, if you have a cash ISA, you can only put savings of up to 20,000. I mean, if you have savings of up to 20,000, you're doing well. I mean, you might as well pay tax. But yeah, basically, you can only have maximum of £20,000 across all the different types of ISAs. So you don't have a limit to having only one ISA. You can have a cash ISA, lifetime ISA, innovative finance ISA, that one I've never even heard about. You can also have a stock and shares ISA. So you can actually have all four types of ISAs in one tax year. However, you can't pay into more than one. So you can't have two cash ISAs and pay into both of them in the same tax year. You can only have one of each. So you can have one cash ISA and one lifetime ISA, or one cash ISA and one innovative finance ISA. So you can only have one of each. For you to be able to even open an ISA, you need to be resident in the UK. But when they say resident, I used to think resident means you're maybe a citizen or you have ILR, indefinite leave to remain. But as long as you live here, you have some rights, even if temporarily, maybe not visitor visa. But as long as you have an address here in the UK, you can open an ISA. So if you're a student, go ahead and open one. There is no point for you to have a cash ISA, a savings account with your bank when you can have a cash ISA. I can tell you for sure, the interest rate on cash ISAs is much higher than the interest rate you get with your bank, a typical savings account. You know how savings accounts, even the interest rate is usually lower than inflation. So most of the time you're losing money by just putting your money in a savings account. That's why people usually say, you'd rather put it in a money market fund. If it's going to be there for a long time, it's not cash that you're using daily, things that you need during the month. If it's cash that's just sitting in your account, if you do not want to put it in a money market fund, you might as well put it in a cash ISA. Good thing with cash ISAs, you can deposit and withdraw at any time. They're fluid. So an example of a cash ISA. So I've only had a cash ISA and a lifetime ISA. So I have had two types of cash ISAs actually. I've had the normal savings account as an ISA with Barclays. Barclays is my bank. But then I also found out about Help to Buy ISA, which is another form of a cash ISA. Help to Buy ISA, the good thing about it, anything you put in, the government will top up 25%. Now they won't top up right away. They'll top up when you close the account to either put that money towards a house. So Help to Buy, as it says, is to help you to buy a house. And if you have that available to you, can you imagine you save £750? You save £1,000, sorry. The government tops up £250 out of nowhere, just out of their goodwill. Why wouldn't you take advantage of that? So they'll boost your savings by 25%. Of course, there are extra conditions in there. There are extra limitations. It's good for you to read through, but majority of the time, it is for your own benefit. So with Help to Buy ISAs, the thing is, I think they're not open anymore, actually. I still have mine because I opened mine a long time ago. And as long as you had opened yours, then you can. But the thing, they closed it. I think they realized they're handing out too much money. But if you're looking to buy a house, don't worry. Even if you can't open a Help to Buy ISA, you can use a lifetime ISA. Lifetime ISA, similar concept. The money you put in, the government tops up 25%. Actually, with a lifetime ISA, they top it up right away, but you can't withdraw. So each has pros and cons. A Help to Buy ISA was like a cash ISA. You can put in money today, tomorrow you remove it. So it's money that's available to you. It's a normal savings account. It wasn't a fixed one. Lifetime ISA is a fixed one. It's either you are putting money in there to go towards your first house so that you can withdraw penalty free, or you're putting money in there for your retirement. So it's like a government pension account. The government will always still be topping up 25%. So can you imagine you open one when you're 18? By the time you're reaching 65, 70, imagine if every year you've been putting the maximum allowed into that account, which for lifetime ISAs, it's usually £4,000. I know I said 20 grand, that was across all your ISAs. But lifetime ISA, you can only put maximum 4 grand. The government tops up 1,000. So every year, £5,000, 5,000. All the way from when you're 18 till you retire. Do you even need to work? But yeah, basically that shows you how the importance of ISAs. What's the drawback from this other than the fact that you get free money from the government and it's tax-free? Point to note, not all ISAs that you get a 25% increase from the government. Only Help to Buy, which are not available anymore, and lifetime ISAs. For the others, the benefit is you still don't pay tax, but they're usually better interest rates. Like a normal cash savings ISA is definitely much better interest rate than a normal savings account. Moving on to how would I open an ISA? Just go to Money Supermarket. Different banks offer different rates, interest rates. So this is more applicable for a normal cash ISA where you're looking at the best interest rate. It's just a savings account. Of course, if it's a lifetime ISA, you don't care about that because whichever you open, you will always get the 25% addition from the government. If it's a normal stock and shares ISA, government isn't topping up anything. It's more about you being able to trade, buy shares and things like that. So you can just go to Money Supermarket, compare the different products. Just say you want to open an ISA. There's usually a section there for ISA, and you can just choose the bank you want to go with, and the one, I guess, with the best interest rate. You might be wondering, what can you put into the different types of ISAs? I kind of implied throughout the video, but cash ISA, you put cash. Example, Help to Buy or whatever. It's a normal savings account. Just the purpose, the type of cash ISA you open depends on the purpose. Is it a normal savings account, or are you saving to buy a house? Lifetime ISA, it is a combined type of ISA. You can put in cash, and you can actually use that cash to buy stocks and shares. So you can put cash or stocks and shares in a lifetime ISA. Stock and shares ISA, self-explanatory. You use that to buy shares, bonds, anything that's listed on the stock exchange. You can basically purchase through a normal stock and shares ISA. And any interest you get on that, tax-free. The last one, Innovative Finance ISA. That one I had to, you can tell I'm looking down. That one I had to research. Now, Innovative Finance ISAs, you can purchase things that are unlisted. So you can do peer-to-peer loan, where you loan someone some money at a specific interest, or you can, people who have put out debentures, like you can purchase debt from somebody, and they'll be paying you back at a premium. So Innovative Finance ISA is like, it's riskier, but I'm assuming the reward is much better. So it's unlisted stocks and basically unlisted products. So that's it. I hope I answered a lot of the initial questions that people usually have. Personally, I've only ever had a cash ISA and a lifetime ISA. I'll talk about them in more detail in the future, and you will know why. But for now, make sure you stay tuned. Let me know topics you want me to talk about. I'm excited. I have, 2 more weeks to Christmas? So we have a long way to go. So let me know what you'd like to hear from me. Bye.